Hello everybody and welcome back to another installment of Fodder, and today we are talking about Jurassic World Alive. I'm going to do a little bit of a recap on the Legendary Skills Tournament that happened over the weekend. Very shocking results for me personally as far as that goes. And then we're going to look ahead to see what is going on this week, and then a couple of topics that I want to touch on later on this week. Before I get into what's going on the rest of this week, let's do a little bit of a recap as far as last week. We had the unique legendary skills tournament, and I say shocking results because for me personally, I'm completely floored by this. If I go and look, you go into your battle menu here, and then you see where it says tournament. Above that, it'll say collect. That's how you know that you have a reward. So if I go there, hopefully, you will see I ended up with 337 medals. I guess is what we're going to call those medals, which was good enough for 299th place. That's right, top 300 for me. That is unheard of. You see, that is not the team that I was running in any way, shape, or form. I don't even know where they got that team from, but that was definitely not the team that I was running. It was, especially after the start that I got. I legitimately think I won one out of my first five. But then after that, it was pretty decent, consistent winning. I think after the first day, I ended up like +7. So, you can't go lower than 0, so it doesn't really count. But from 0 to whatever, I think it ended up the day +7 wins. And then I kind of just maintained it. I did a little bit of play, but I didn't really push too hard because I was always fearful of dropping back down, which is the crazy thing about these tournaments. You don't get to keep your highest rank. You actually can lose rank. I went to bed at around like 247, and I was like, man, should I push just a little bit? And I decided I wasn't going to do that. I would take what I took and get what I get and just be happy with it. I thought I would probably fall to pretty close to 500. So being in the top 300 unofficially is my highest finish ever. Very happy with that, and even more happy with these rewards. Now, if I had pushed, it probably would have only taken 2 more wins, but at the same time, I would risk losing. So the risk reward was actually probably there. If I look at it, for top 1,000 was 15,000 coin and 400 hard cash. For where I was in top 500 was 20,000 coin and 500 hard cash. So essentially, had I pushed to try to finish in the top 250, the risk reward would have been, I was risking 100 hard cash to make 500 hard cash. That's a pretty smart investment there. And then I was risking 5,000 coin for 30,000 coin. All in all, I think ultimately I made a mistake. I probably should have pushed a little bit harder, because even dropping a couple, I don't think would have even put me in position of being knocked out of the top 1,000, but winning a couple would have really given me a strong push for getting in that top 250, and those rewards were really good. So probably a missed opportunity on my part. But I'm not going to be unhappy with my results. I'm going to take the 20,000 hard cash, and if you'll notice, I was under 100,000 coins. I was under 100,000 coins, and then I'm going to take my 500 hard cash. Now, don't spend. If you have collected hard cash or anything on this tournament, don't spend it until later this week. I'm going to tell you how to get the most out of your hard cash. And it may be something that you already know, but there's a little trick that maybe you don't know, and it'll help you, especially if you're free to play, or if maybe you're just on the monthly pass, maybe the VIP, maybe it'll help your hard cash just go a little bit further and help you in the battle arena. All right, so let's look at the week of January 13th through January 19th. It is the Wound and Fierce week. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The common dinosaurs are going to be Dimorphodon, Sarcosuchus, and the Suchomimus. For me personally, Suchomimus is the way that I'm going, and that is because I am trying to work on Thiocolitator, I think is the name of it. It's the epic hybrid that is a super hybrid, and Suchomimus I actually ran out of. Very hard to believe, especially if you live in an L4. How would you ever run out of that? But I took it from level 11, maybe level 15, and I'm all the way up to 27 now, and it is tied for, or the highest leveled dinosaur on my current strike team. So I'm going to be going after that so that I can keep working towards maybe getting my first level 30 and with that in mind, we look at Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We have Scaphognathus, Spinosaurus, and then the Suchotator. Suchomimus is going to fuse together to get Suchotator. So I think it's pretty obvious of what I'm going for there. Spinosaurus has a hybrid. I can't think of what it is off the top of my head. And then Scaphognathus has a hybrid as well. So really no bad options. A lot of people run Suchotator straight across. If you are lower level, like not in-game dinosaurs, your Suchotator is, you can just run that thing. I still see level 30 Suchotators in the library. So keep that in mind. Really no bad options. It just kind of depends on where you are in the game and what path and what you're trying to work on. Then we move over to Saturday and Sunday. Unfortunately, we have no unique dinosaurs. How'd you guys do on, what was it, Ardentomaxima over the last weekend? Let me know down in the comments below. I was right around 100, like 103 maybe. Nothing spectacular, but nothing absolutely disastrous. I thought it was actually one of the easier uniques to dart, but no new uniques this week, and I'm actually okay with that. We do have Darwinopterus, we have Dimodactylus, we have Spinosaurus Gen 2, and Spinotoraptor. Tons of good things there. Again, this is really going to just depend on A, what do you think is coming in the future, and B, what are your current goals? Darwinopterus is 2 unique hybrids. Spinotosaurus, I believe, goes for Spinonyx, which then is going to lead over into Erlicospikes. So those are a couple really nice options. Again, this week we only have the 2 epic towers that we're going to battle, one on Sunday and then one on Friday. They're both single steps. And then we have the treasure chases are going to be on Tuesday and Thursday this week. And finally, we have new Alliance rewards for your exploration. It looks like we're going to have Allosaurus, Dimetrodon, which personally for me is going to be what I'm most interested in. We have the Suchomimus there again, Gorgosuchus, and then Pyroraptor. It's not the worst, but it's definitely not the best. I don't see local 3s very often, so Dimetrodon is definitely something I'm going to be looking for specifically and most happy about here. As far as not the exploration, but the defense, I want to say, what is that? Is it Dilophosaurus Gen 2, Dilophosaurus, Gallimimus, Proceratosaurus, and Monomimus? A lot of different uniques. There's some components there for Yoshi. You've got some Diorajasaura, not Diorajasaura. Gosh, why can't I think of the name of it? It was like the best bird forever. It's made from Dilophosaurus, and I can't think of the unique. I can't think of it off the top of my head. And then Monomimus is Monostegotops, which from the legendary tournament, you probably know is it can hold its own. And then that's going to be that. And finally, your daily rewards. Blue is out and has been replaced with Woolly Rhino, which does have Monolorhino, arguably the worst unique in the game. I mean, somebody has to be the worst, and this new one is arguably the worst. It fuses with Monolometrodon in order to get that, if that is the route that you want to go. So in wrapping up today's video, I'm going to do one battle and one battle only. We're going to try to go 1-0, which would bring my on-air battles to 4 in a row. That's completely unheard of. I don't have an incubator to fight for, but a lot of people, when I just do the informational videos, are like, we really enjoy your battles. I think they like seeing me lose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the arena. We're going to try one battle, try to get a win, and then we're going to get out of here. And we do have an opponent. It took a little while to find one. And there's nothing that'll say, okay, so it did actually happen. A lot of people in my alliance have been reporting that there's a lot of bugs going on today. So if you are experiencing a lot of bugs, make sure you report those to Ludia and let them know, so hopefully they can get these things fixed. I can initially say that I'm not a fan of my team. Yes, I have Thor on my team. No, I don't like Thor, but it's there. It's no boost, just straight level 26. I could level to 27 if I had the coins for it, and I'm going to get absolutely, I might get one shot here. It's going to be close. If they crit, I get one shot, is what this is going to boil down to. And they did crit. Wait. Okay. My math was a little bit off there. Now, if I get Thor on my team, I just lead it because I never know what to do with it mid-game. it's just not that great. And especially without levels, it's really not good at all when everything else has levels going into it. My opponent, that was an interesting play right there. What I'm going to do is, since I can't be stunned and I have the most shield, I'm going to bring in my Smile and Enemies, and I'm going to just throw up a shield here. My opponent might be gone. I can't believe. Nope, they're back. I can't believe they let me get 139. Always pay attention to the speeds. I did not pay attention to the speed, and that cost me big. I'm going to lose this one probably because of that. We'll talk about Thor later this week. So the two things that we're going to talk about later this week are Thor, and then we're also going to talk about how to best use your hard cash. There you go. Also, there is a link down in the description below for for free hard cash. That is from Ludia. Now here's the deal with those. I may do 2, I may do 3, I may do 4 videos over a given week, but the link in there is going to be the same for all of them. I just keep putting it there so that if you miss the first video of the week, you can still get the hard cash link. So if you're commenting like, I wasn't able to get the hard cash, it says the cash link doesn't work, that is why. It's because it's just one link for the entire week, but it's 50 hard cash. So make sure you reach out to Ludia, send them some love on Twitter, tell them that Fodder said thank you for the 50 hard cash. Anyways, got absolutely manhandled in the arena there. Didn't pay attention to the speed. That cost me. I may not have won anyways, but it was definitely a done deal. When my Thor didn't crit on the instant charge, and then when I brought in my Smile and Enemies, I brought that in instead of just bringing in my, I should have brought in my mags, which would have forced them to do the speed up, and that's what happens when you're not paying attention. I do really badly when I try to multitask. Anyway, let me know what you think about this week's Wound and Fears. How'd you guys do in the tournament? And that's all I got for this one. So until next time.